Welcome to tonight's stream. The captain will be starting shortly.
He came in from the stars in a captain's coat, set him far from home with a grin and a joke. His ship won't fly no more, stuck in yesterday, but he still charts the course in another way. When the stars go dark and the screen goes blue, he pulls us in close like he's passing through. Where's Crazy Cap? Where's Crazy Cap? Just because he's gone don't mean we lose the map. Where's Crazy Cap? Where's Crazy Cap? If the ship won't fly, we still can ride that rap. He vanishes for days like a cosmic trick, then pops back and smiling with a brand new bit. Don't call it lost, he says, call it a scout trip, past the busted hull, past the broken grip. He takes his little breaks, then he slips online and turns a quiet room into a starry sign. Where's Crazy Cap? Where's Crazy Cap? Just because he's gone don't mean we fly. Crazer Cap takes us to the sky. Got the headphones, mic in hand, energy high. He's in demand. Catch the vibe, no need to wait. Crazer Cap, never second rate. Captain of the streams, master of dreams, geek of all trades, or so it seems. Game or chat, night or day. Crazer Cap, he leads the way. Countdown flashing bright red glow. Players moving fast, not slow. Controllers clatter, chaos sparks. Weekend tournament now starts. Mario Madness takes the reins. Enemies sent to others' games. Players shout their battle cries. This weekend's ours, no compromise. No compromise.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host and the captain of this vessel, the one and only GOAT, geek of all trades. My name is Crazer Cap. I'm a Starship Captain VTuber from the future that got sucked into a time vortex and crash landed in my past, your present. And while my ship is completely irreparable, that doesn't mean we can't travel to other worlds through the power of gaming. Happy Saturday, everybody. I apologize for the delay there. IRL, I decided to go back. I started going back to church a little bit, and then I had to make a stop on the way home. So, but and hello, Ninja. I did see you there, so thank you for being there right as we went live. I can always count on Ninja to stop by and say hello. So I appreciate you lots, my friend. But it is Saturday, and you guys know what that generally means. It means it's time for our Super Mario Bros. 35 Continued Interest Server Weekly Tournament. Now, you're probably sitting there going, well, wait a minute. Why? I thought that game was done. That Nintendo turned it off, shut the servers off. Well, yes. Yes, they did. But, hang tight here. I'm trying to multitask just a tad. Looks like they went classic this week. But somebody created their own... sorry. Nintendo did shut off the servers for this game, but somebody created their own. And we play every week, every Saturday, doing our own little tournaments. Oop, that's not what I was looking for. Hold on a second. That was from when I hosted last. Hold on, let me change that. There you go. So there is our details for this week. Our host with the most is Zeffy over on twitch.tv/Zeph4115. And it looks like we're going to be starting off with something called Zeffy's Classic Adventure, then Warp I Choose You, obviously Pokemon themed. Then we're going to do the RTA randomizer, Ride That Surf, And then, of course, is press Y player's choice. Now you're probably sitting there wondering, well, Crazer, how does this tournament work? I'm glad you asked that, random viewer on the internet. So it's pretty straightforward. I've got an orientation video for y'all, if you would like to view it, that will describe to you everything that goes into this tournament, how it works, and how it goes on this stream. So, hang tight and check out the video. This is how the Super Mario 35 Continued Interest Server weekly tournaments work.
Welcome to the SMB35 weekly tournament. Before getting started, we first need to cover how the tournament works. Each tournament consists of 5 rounds. In each round, the top 5 people who last the longest will get points towards the tournament leaderboard. First place will receive 10 points, second place will receive 8 points, third place will receive 6 points, fourth place will receive 4 points, and fifth place will receive 2 points. The player or players in the event of a tie that have the most points after 5 rounds will be declared the winner. This tournament is for fun. No prizes are involved. All skill levels are welcome. Since technology is not perfect, there may be times where the game will experience a comm error. Should that happen, the players will reboot their game sessions, and the host will restart the round. During each round, should Crazer be eliminated, he will continue to spectate the other players. When the game timer turns red and speed up, you will hear the following sound. When the round reaches 5 players or less remaining, you will hear this sound. When the tournament is over, some players may decide to stick around and do 1 or 2 bonus rounds for the fun of it. If you wish to participate, simply stick around after the tournament is over. While there will be weeks when Crazer will be hosting the tournament, during weeks when he isn't, we ask that you be polite and also follow along on the stream for that week's host in order to get any updates that may come up. For more details on how you can participate in this tournament, simply type !SMB35 in the chat. This concludes your orientation. Good luck in the tournament.
So that's essentially how the tournament works. 5 rounds. A top 5 people every round gets points towards the leaderboard. From top to bottom, first to fifth, it goes 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Now, should there be a tie, the aforementioned 1 or 2 bonus rounds afterwards has now been officially called the junior tournament. You can play for fun, but the only time that it means more than just, hey, let's throw in a few extra rounds for fun, is when there's a tiebreaker. Those junior tournaments are used to occasionally break those ties to find out who the actual winner is. So that's essentially how it all works. Now, let me look here. Where, oh, where is the dashboard? Looks like someone's already trying to get some rounds in. According to the dashboard, someone named Savannah is currently playing on it. So we're going to go ahead and I need to switch things up a little bit here on the there we go. Now, if you've never seen me play this before, you're going to notice that it looks a little bit different because one of our fellow players on the server named Savox who is also the one who provides all of those lovely images I show you for what this week will have in store for you in the tournament. He created a mod for Super Mario 35 in which, instead of the classic NES graphics for Super Mario Brothers, it uses the version of the graphics of Super Mario Brothers from the Super Mario All-Stars game from the Super Nintendo era. So you're going to see and hear the graphics and music from Super Mario All-Stars instead of Super Mario Brothers, the original. See, you can kind of see it there. Now, not everything has been all starred up. There are still some things. Ugh. I hate that lag. I really, really do. I suspect that somebody is going to be jumping in here before terribly long. You know what, let's do 2-1. We'll spend a little money here. So, or spend a little money on from my dashboard. Oh, and we got somebody else now. Probably Savannah. Yep. Excuse me. But you can also monitor the games. There's a dashboard, smb35server.com/dashboard is the website. And it gives you a little shout box chat for some of the players that take part in this. There's a little thing on the side that shows you any active games playing. There's also even a secret shop. All the coins that you gather in this version of the game, not only can be used in this game, but they are also you can link them to a free account on the dashboard, this continued interest server dashboard, and you can use them for things like level bots or injecting enemies in various places or even match types. So that's how we're doing some of this here. See? It's not all the sound effects, but the level music is Mario All-Stars. Honestly, I kind of like it with this nice little mix. Ah! Well, that sucked. Not a very good start off, but you get the idea. I do like the fact that they used this from Mario All-Stars as well. Well, let's check out Savannah here. Currently going through one of my all-time favorites, 3-2. Oh, there went that. But we should be seeing the start of the tournament here very shortly. Yeah, there you go. That's the reason why I didn't immediately activate another bot, because I knew Savannah would probably be not far behind me. In case anybody's wondering, from my so I always have food and drink with me at all, for snacking on while I'm live. Tonight for supper is my usual spaghetti, but sometimes it's different. And for drinks tonight, I have a little bit. Well, I've got two things. I've got my usual big jug of water, but I also stopped. And we got a Dollar Tree near here, and you can buy 40 fluid ounce bottles of Sunny D. And for those of you youngsters, fun fact, the D in Sunny D is because it used to be called Sunny Delight. A lot of people in my time don't even know that. All right, let's go. Now, during these simpler warm-ups, I like to go without utilizing a... I'm going to go against what I was just going to tell you. For these early warm-ups, I like to avoid using power-ups to start the round off. Because if you don't, you actually get a bonus on your coins later on. Excuse me. All right. Welcome to those of you who are just joining in this evening. We're just warming up for the Mario tournament. Forgot to hit that last time around. Not this time. Whoop. You're not going to throw me off. Meeting of the Minds. One thing to fall into a hole, it's another to get torched before doing so. Now, if you've never played Mario 35, as you can tell, obviously enemies that you take out get sent to other people in your session. And you not only have to deal with the standard enemies that come on each of these levels by default, but any extra enemies that are sent to you from your opponents. Those... There we go. Sorry, sometimes I get a little bit preoccupied there, but there we go. Didn't quite hit the crouch jump like I wanted to there, but that's all right. Nice. All right. Yeah, those enemies that are sent to your game are meant to throw you off, make things harder, obviously. And here comes another. And instead of getting points from the enemies as you used to in Mario Brothers, you now get time, seconds for your clock. And after a certain amount of time, as you saw up top, that clock will turn red and begin to speed up, putting even more pressure on you to knock out your enemies and be the last Mario standing. Or in some cases, Luigi. The maximum amount of time you can have is 400 seconds. Now you can earn combos when you time combos when you kill enemies certain ways. Stomp combos sometimes are the best. Kick combos. Ooh. Ouch. That one did not go well, I guess. Huh. Well, that's all right. Hang tight. Audio coming. I've been listening to some more like acapella type stuff lately. So why not have YouTubers Smooth McGroove have some of his Mario-based acapella covers playing during a Mario tournament? Shout out to Smooth McGroove. He does so well, don't you think? Anyway, whoop, that's not what I wanted just yet. I'm also going to go ahead and pull up Zeph's Twitch here so I can keep tabs on when he's going live, or when he's going. Anyway. So let's look here. Of course, looks like this one's Super Mario World. I'm watching over on Zeph's channel, and he doesn't even have all the levels unlocked just yet. Looks like he's starting an official warm-up. I'm going to switch it up and do 2-1 on this. All right, anyway, it's time to go back to this here. Looks like we got a bunch of people that have jumped in. So I was just enjoying Smooth McGroove and his a cappella renditions of Mario tunes. 5-2. Someone already dropped, so therefore top 5 for who we got left. I wasn't going to make it out of that. I'm sorry. I don't think that was a very good one to start on, honestly. We got somebody in there called A Winner Is Me. Don't know who that is, but... Well, as we mentioned in the orientation video, we'll spectate everybody else. Looks like after 5-2... was going to be 8-2. As a matter of fact, we'll switch to that. We're just waiting for it to start here. As we spectate Not Me. There we go. 8-2 is extremely tough. Especially when you have a Lakitu at the very beginning. Now moving to 8-4. We're down to 2 already, at least. Who's the other? Joshi? Yeah, it's not surprising. Joshi's one of the best players on this game. They all these guys are really good. I gotta admit, listening to this song while watching a Mario Bros. Castle level doesn't necessarily sound... It sounds off, don't you think? Looks like we got our winner. So looks like Not Me took that one. Now this is not the actual tournament just yet. These are warm-up rounds. So we're gonna jump into the next round here. What do I want to do? I'm gonna throw in some chaos here. Because I'm an agent of chaos. For those of you who've been following along on my channel, good news. I did find my Bravely Default Chapter 8 video. It was actually the same video I did Chapter 7 in. Bad news is it doesn't go all the way through Chapter 8. So I'm going to have to double check and see if I've got the rest of it somewhere else. And if not, I'll have to re-record Chapter 8. Somebody told Zeph he was disconnected. There we go. So I have started editing at least for the first part of Bravely Default Chapter 8. Once I find the rest of it or have it re-recorded, we'll finish it off. It shouldn't be terribly long, but because by the point, because oh boy, whoever picked these levels sucks. Yep. Anyway, that's actually not the one I was going to go for. Let's go with this one. We still have people that are still going. We got 2 left, or let's try this again. I think there's a little confusion because somebody was telling Zeph that he showed up as disconnected. I don't know why, but... Looks like we're up to 7 now. All right, let's switch back. Here we go. Hey, B-boy. Glad to see you made it. We got Savox in here, I think, too. Wingcap, I think I've seen already. I'm using Mix It Up, and it shows people who pop into the chat. Even if you don't say anything, I can see your names. Someone is being awfully mischievous here, throwing in levels with Lockatoos. There we go. I'm going to go down here. Whoop. Especially because we're running out of time. Of all the Bro, I'm just gonna plunge. There's no way I was gonna be able to get through that. There was no way. Like, having that little time at the end of that level and then going straight into a castle level, it just wasn't gonna work. But looks like Whatsa and Not Me are still going strong. Don't forget, guys, next weekend for the tournament, I am your host. I need to come up with some sort of ideas on what to introduce for chaos. Ooh, excuse me. So we're going to watch Not Me for a hot minute. Lots of Hammer Bros. He got lucky. Holy cow. Oof. Well, that's the end of that one. Watsa took first place with that. We should be starting the actual tournament here very shortly. Zeph is our host this week. Here I thought I'm the one throwing in chaos when everybody else is throwing in lockatoos and such. I suppose I should put these up. And it looks like we got an 8th, or rather 7th, with the wreck bot likely being one of them. All right, guys, here we go. Another warm-up round. Ooh, 60 seconds, and we're starting on 5-4. Whew, that was close. Y'all are really throwing in the challenge here. Really? Why do I feel like I'm going to regret that? Of course I'm going to regret it, because not one, but two goddamn fucking... ah. Thank you for introducing yourself there, Luna. Oh, what? Tough luck. We literally switched over onto Nikos, and Nikos winds up out. Okay, someone's definitely out for people this week. Almost every warm-up round so far has had at least one level with Lockatoos. I don't like that. That doesn't feel right. I'm going to go with 2-1 this time. Don't mind the noise in the background. My husky is in the room. He's up on the futon behind me, and he loves to scritch at the cushions before he lays down. Problem is, when he does that on the bed, it winds up scritching holes into my bed sheets. Yeah, I know. You're trying to get cozy. Goodness gracious, child. Uh-oh, I lost our host this week. Hold on a second. Goodness gracious. All that scratching he's doing. I'm surprised he hasn't torn a hole in the cushion yet. Ah, I got sniped from behind. And I don't have enough coins for a damn roulette. Well, that's not what I intended. At least I can tank a hit. If I had more time on the clock, I'd go that route, but unfortunately I don't. I do not feel comfortable going up the vine in this case. Of course. 6-3. I try to get back up there, and this is what happens. This is why I hate 6-3. Looks like our host has been having some stream issues. He's currently listed as offline. Poor guy. Probably because he... See? Here we go. Once again, more Lockatoos. Somebody's out to freaking get us all. This is why you don't... This is why I don't always like doing rounds where people can choose their own ship. Because someone is always going to go for the damn Lockatoos. And then we got this crap. We got a Lockatoo storm. And Lockatoo storms are not my specialty. Clearly. Anyway. What else do we got? We got what's what on earth is he doing? That's weird. He probably would have gotten all three if he hadn't crouched. Excuse me. Okay. I did not ask for full screen there, thank you. Well, that got him almost to full clock, but... There we go. Ha! 66 coins. Well, that happened. Go lay down. You don't need food. So go lay down. Listen to what I'm telling you. Go. Sorry, just talking to my husky. No. Go lay down. You need to listen. You're not getting any of Papa's food, and you're not going you know where. Sorry. My husky's standing right behind me. I think I know what he wants, but he is not going to get it. We're down to Joshy, and we're down to not me. Let's watch Joshy for a bit. Really? Right now? Ugh. Hang tight for a second. I'm going to put you on a brief mute. Sorry, my husky was getting a little huffy with me. Looks like he's going to go at 37, so I'm going to take a real quick... I'm going to step away and let said husky out for a couple of minutes. Well, actually, no, I'll wait until after this, after I'm done with my part in this round, so... My husky will do this thing where when he wants something, he'll just kind of stand there and stare at me like, Dad, come on. I know you know what I want. And if I don't give it to him, he'll just start doing this. Like this huff and puff. Until finally it explodes into this big tantrum if I still don't give it to him by after a minute or two. Let me tell you, if you've never owned a husky before in your life, when you see the videos of them being overly dramatic and throwing their tantrums, you better believe that's the truth. They love to be drama queens. They love to throw tantrums when they don't get their way. They are spoiled children. But they are lovable all the same. Ugh, sorry, I'm trying to get cozy in my chair. Lay down. You can hear him in the background. He knows I'm ignoring him, so he's trying to huff and puff at me to get me upset. Until I eventually give in and give him what he wants. And it's my fault that he's spoiled. Next time I wind up adopting a husky, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to spoil them to death. Looks like I missed my timer here, but that's all right. We'll use the sound. We'll use the startup hype sound next round here. But here we go. Round number 1 is officially underway. So says Zeph, our host with the most for this week. And to no one's surprise, our crowd is now bigger. There are a lot of people who will participate in the warm-ups, but there are also a lot of people who will show up and watch the warm-ups, but then only participate once the tournament actually begins. And oh, nice cleanup there. All right. There we go. There we go. I have been keeping tabs on the, they've got the Final Fantasy XIV Fan Fest this weekend out in Europe, with more details about the new expansion that's coming out. To no one's surprise, including mine, It seems like some of the new things that they're introducing is, well, pretty on par for Square Enix. I posted an image on on Twitter earlier that describes it pretty well. That for a long time, Square Enix has been of the mindset of when in doubt, hit the, break the glass and introduce Sephiroth and the crew into whatever game project we're working on. Because apparently we're going to be getting, you can purchase Tifa and Barrett's outfits for 14. And one of the new raids, they couldn't just let it be Kefka by himself, could he? Could they? One of the other new raids that's coming to Everwinter, or I think that's what it's called, Everwinter, is Sephiroth. I've been into the mindset for a long time that Square Enix is way too obsessed with promoting their beloved Final Fantasy VII title. And don't get me wrong, I love Final Fantasy VII. I've played through it before. I've beaten it. I didn't power that jump through. Son of a gun. Well, that is a crappy way for me to start. Well, I'm going to take this opportunity then to step away and let my spoiled husky to go outside. But in the meantime, you guys, I'm not going to switch it to BRB. I'm going to switch the music. Hang tight. There we go. I'm going to set the tone for you. It's still Nintendo related at least, but you guys can enjoy and watch whoever winds up switching to whenever everybody dies until I get back. So hang tight. I will be right back in just a few moments. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. Looks like FF Saga has not fallen out yet. I think that's who we even left you on. My pups wanted to go OUT, so my husky will throw a fit whenever he doesn't get his way. Anyway. But I am back. Welcome to everyone who's just joining in. Alright, sorry about that. My soundboard doesn't like to stop unless I play another sound on top of it. Let's check out who else we got left here. We got Joshy from 3-2 right now. Lay down. You've already been OUT. You don't need back out. Come on, lay down. I got my husky and my German Shepherd in here. So now we're down to 2. Holy cow. We got Joshy and we've got Whatsa. These two are always vying for the top spot because they're that good. Let's check out Whatsa for a few. Let's see. Oh. So it looks like we've got our winners for the first round. We have Whatsa taking first place, Joshy in second, Not Me in third, FF Saga 2 in fourth, and Nikos in fifth. The 5 of those players will get points towards the leaderboard. And we've already got somebody trying to do matchmaking. Why can't people just stick with it? Anyway. Anyways, those 5 people will get points for the leaderboard. 6th place was FF Saga. 7th place was Zeph. 8th was myself. And 9th was A Winner Is Me. Then don't go under the chair, dummy. Sorry, I didn't notice my husky was down below, and when I tried to move my foot, I accidentally smacked him a little bit. Not very hard though. It's why you don't go under there. I can't see very well under the chair. Go. Somebody's mentioning that I am streaming my side of it as well. So if you're watching on my side, hello. Again, as I always tell everybody every week, I am not the host this week, so for all the details, make sure that you're following Zeph. But if something were to happen with his stream, like what happened a little bit ago, then you can always fall back on me to see where everybody's at. But yeah, so I'm not the official host this week. I will be next week though. So make sure that you're here for next week's tournament. We'll be having a bunch of fun here. I have not seen a new start time for round 2 as of yet on Zeph's chat. So as soon as I but those who are here watching me, I do appreciate this. Do appreciate you being here. Appreciate the support, even if you're just lurking. Even lurkers count. So probably wouldn't hurt for me to listen in on his chat a little bit too. Looks like at 3 minutes after, so in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes or so, he just posted that in this chat. So at 03, I'm going to try to post that in mine as well. So just so everybody's on the same page. Yes, that is right. Don't forget about my well, crud. Don't mind the audio issues over there. Every time with the emulator I use, Ryujinx, which is the only one that works with this. Every time I click away from it, the game session just slows down. Don't forget that I am currently also set up now on VTuber.com. VTuber is a place where if you're looking to discover more VTubers like myself, you can go check out. It's kind of like a database full of VTubers, a little bit about who they are, what they do. I set myself up so that maybe people might find me. But I'm over on VTuber. Just search for Crazercat and you'll see what I'm all about over there. Oh, looks like they started. Hopefully I didn't miss it. Whew, that would have been bad. It's like, I don't think it was that long ago. Excuse me. There we go. All right, guys, round 2. Let's get ready to rumble. And here we go. For those who are just joining in, yes, this is Super Mario 35, but it is... Oh. I'm not going to fall for that crap. Really? There we go. Yoink. Sorry, what I was saying was this is Super Mario 35, but with a mod that gives it the graphics and music of Super Mario Brothers from Super Mario All-Stars. Back from the Super Nintendo days. The sound effects are still from the original game, but honestly, I think it works pretty well. Whoa, that was kind of weird. I did not expect the physics to do that. Ooh. I'm going to switch it up and target attackers. You know what? I want to go to 2-3. Create a little chaos. Send some flying fish everywhere. Unless you're underwater, then it's just standard swimming fish. But I lost my fire flower there. Well, if anything else. And here we go again. But I'm not helping matters by doing that. Especially when I'm currently targeting 2 people. Oh, that was lucky, actually. Come on. Got him. I was waiting for that to happen. That was a waste of 20 cents. Or 20 coins. There we go, going up. I'll take 3-1 because that's got a decent coin bonus area. There we go. Whoops. I goofed that one. We're down to 7. Ah, screw it. But I was only targeting one person. But now, we do have a red timer, and I can't hit the button right now since I'm still active in the game. So insert Star Trek Red Alert klaxon right here. Oh, let's see. Ah, my sneezing is throwing off my timing on my jumps. I'll take 7-3. If I can just hold on for 2 more people to drop, I'll finally have points for the board. That's where they got it from. Somebody, they included 8-2. The only reason I'm surviving this... I need to stop speaking, because every time I start talking about how I'm doing so well, I fail. Well, now we spectate. Let's watch our... I believe this is our host with the most, Zeph. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me. But we're going to watch Nico's regardless of which. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, give me a second here. So Nikos is waiting for that inevitable end to come, I think. And there he goes. Joshi is utilizing a well-known strategy, waiting at the beginning of a level before a Lakitu storm swarms you. And then just leap into the middle of it and well, he's doing right now what we like to call Lakitu surfing, where he'll just leap right into the middle of a Lakitu storm and he'll surf through the level on the top of a Lakitu. Just going from one Lakitu to a next, taking him out, staying up above the storm best as he can. That is, unless a star roulette is spun. Just like that. We are now top 4, by the way. Top 5, top 4. And since I didn't have a chance to hit it earlier, of course, we have red timer. Let's check out somebody else here. We haven't really watched FF Saga 2, so let's see what FF Saga 2 has for us. Sorry, give me a second here. Man, FF Saga put up a fight. So we're going to go over to Not Me. Give me a second here. I'm trying something while we're spectating. So it's gonna seem a little bit laggy. So give me a second. What? Oh, program settings. I bet that's probably it. I think I might know what's causing all of the crappy lag here, so give me a second. Sorry. Changing some settings in my GPU here. Sorry, give me a second here, guys. Hey, I think I got it. It wasn't the GPU settings, it was Windows that was throttling it. So now I can click on... So now I can click away, and it no longer lags like crazy. That's great. Well, we're down to 2. We have Not Me, and it looks like, if I had to guess, Joshy, right? Yep, Joshy. There we go. Who's going to take round 2, guys? All this happening is happening on one of my favorite levels right now. Ooh, Josh, he missed that jump. Sorry, buddy. So Not Me came in first place. Josh, he fell down a hole, wound up with second place. Watsa came in third place. FF Saga 2 in fourth place, and FF Saga came in fifth. 5 of them will get points towards the leaderboard. Nico's came in 6th place. I came in 7th. Zeph in 8th. Oh. Yeah, Zeph is not the same as Nico's. Okay. Pass Lag in 9th. Savannah 10th. And a winner is me in 12th. Mario at NX. I'm sorry. A winner is me in 11th. Mario at NX is 12th. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I apologize for all the weird lag there. I run the game through an emulator called Ryujinx. It's the only one that is recommended if you're running an emulator. And for some strange reason, when Ryujinx is the active window, it plays just fine. But the moment I click away from it onto like another window on one of my other screens, it lags badly. But I just figured it out. It wasn't anything with Ryujinx. It was Windows itself that was throttling it. So there's a way you can change the settings in the Task Manager, Windows Task Manager, and then you go into Details, scroll and find Ryujinx in the processes list. You'll right click on it and then make sure, for one thing, that efficiency mode in the menu that pops up there is not checked. But what I wound up doing to fix it was there's an option right below it for set priority. I set it to high. And that basically told Windows, hey, this needs to have high priority for CPU and resource usage, even if it's not the active window. So there you go. That's going to make things so much easier. Mario at NX. If you are watching on my stream, please do not start any game sessions while the tournament is in process. We have people that do this every week, it feels like, where some random person will will see a bunch of us playing and think, oh, I'll just start my own session and they'll join in later. And here's the start time. We've got about a minute and a half, if that. I gotta wonder what my current... I'm in the 3,000s now. It's still not going to be enough for next week, so I might have to talk to someone about that. I used to have a whole crap load of coins, but yeah, so I'll have to talk to somebody. Crud. One thing I hate about spaghetti is like it always bunches up. I mean, what I mean by that is it always bunches up in a way like you stick your fork in it, and I like to twist it around, get some on my fork. And then, how do I put this? Excuse me. Like, at some point, like, you try to pull it up, and it pulls up like half the plate of spaghetti with you. You know? All right, round 3, guys. Here we go. And here we go. And of course, it starts on 8-2, immediately giving us Lockatoo's. It is a Lockatoo night, I swear. And I jumped too soon. That was foolish of me. It would seem that I am a bit trapped. One round is all I ask. Ay, ay, ay. We're already at top 4. Because this RTA randomizer decided to give us 8-2 to start the dang thing off. And FF Saga 2 didn't even jump there. And there's not even time to go up for a coin bonus. Oy vey. Ooh. Ah. There, you got him. See, this will help Joshy build up his clock a little bit. That's why I like 5-1 and 3-2, because it's great. They are great for building clock. See, now he's up to 185. And we're down to the last two. Sorry, I have not been all that great on my sound effects tonight. Excuse me. Whoop. Where are we at here? There he goes. Let's see, who else do we got left here? We got Watsa. Yep, that's not surprising with those two. Joshy and Watsa are two of the best players on this server. Everybody's really good, but these two are always battling it out. You know what they should have done with Mario 35 for roulette items, if they were able to work it in, is bring in, because they brought in the POW from Mario Bros. Like, not Super Mario Bros., but just Mario Bros. The POW block. But you know what they should have done is they should have brought in Mario Bros. Lost Levels Poison Mushroom, but make it so that if you land on it, it could either affect you or it could affect somebody else. Would make people, if they were able to do it that way, I bet you anything that there'd be a lot of people hesitant to use those roulettes, especially towards the end. Excuse me. There you go. And now we're on to 4-1. Looks like Watsa's doing well on his clock. And now it's time to clear that queue. Looks like he's going to go after the coin box there. Off to 4-3. See, people tend to forget the fact that that spot right there, you can actually just keep running in it and you won't fall into the pit. So you'll just wind up on that lower platform, which is where you want to be anyway. So I didn't think about that when I was a kid. So no, I'd seen, while we were waiting here, I had seen a lot of the announcements that were made for Final Fantasy 14. Obviously, we're getting more Final Fantasy 7 content in 14. Woohoo. Please stop promoting that game. Like, nothing against Final Fantasy 7. I love that game. I love the story, the characters, the music, everything. But it's more an issue of the fact that Square Enix overhypes it, like over promotes it. You know what I mean? Like, they've been doing all these, like, they don't pay as much attention to any of their other classics as much as they do to Final Fantasy VII. And understandably to a point, because that's what made them a crap load of money. But at some point you got to go, dude, enough is enough. Like, people are eventually going to get sick and tired of Cloud, Tifa, Aerith, Yuffie, Vincent, Sephiroth, and the rest. So it's like, come on, give us something new. But they did give us some other cool stuff for Final Fantasy XIV. We're getting a new tank job called, what is it, the Bastion? Which looks kind of badass. It looks like the Bastion armor looks like so like the weapon looks like two shields attached, one to each arm, and you can switch between like a spiky end on the inside of the shield versus like guns that are on the inside of the shield. So it's kind of cool, actually. I might actually try that when I get that far, you know, for tank and shit. It looks pretty cool, if you ask me. But not only is it the weekend for Final Fantasy XIV Fan Fest out in Europe, it is also the weekend of San Diego Comic-Con. And I did see some of the footage yesterday. We got a Spaceballs panel with the return of the legend himself, Rick Moranis, as Dark Helmet. I loved how they introduced him. Like, they thought he was just going to walk out on stage like, here's Rick Moranis, and nobody came out. And then they're like, where did he go? He was just here. And they're like, and it was hosted by Kevin Smith, who, by the way, I'm going to be seeing him here in the Des Moines area in September, when he and Jason Mewes will both be in the area for GalaxyCon Des Moines. But oh, that one was close, What's but Kevin Smith was like, okay, I know what we need to do. We need to comb the audience. And they literally recreated the combing the desert scene from Spaceballs. Had a couple of Spaceballs in the crowd just dragging along a giant comb. And they were on the camera. They were like, hey, there's a bunch of people out there with dark helmets on with the faces closed. He could be one of those. And they're like, you open your mask. And, you know, one of them would open up their mask. And nope, not him. Then a little kid, hey, you, open your mask. The little kid would open their mask. Nope, it's not him. But then all of a sudden, they cut to another dark helmet, and of course, it is Rick Moranis this time. So it's like, we found him. And I could tell he was getting a little teary-eyed. Because he'd been out of acting for so long, and for him to return to such a fanfare, such applause, must have been quite the feelings stirred up in him. Let's check in on Joshy real quick. Joshy's over on 2-1 right now. I gotta wonder what other news from San Diego Comic-Con will come out So here we go. We've got Whatsa in first place, Joshi in second, Nikos is in third, FF Saga 2 in fourth, and Pass Lag came in fifth. They will get points on the leaderboard. Mario at NX came in sixth, FF Saga in seventh, I came in eighth, Not Me in ninth, Zeph in 10th, and our good friend the Wreckbot came in last, of course, because he gets kicked out right away. I believe we just finished up round 3, if I'm not mistaken. Let's double check and see what we got coming here. Oh, excuse me. So up next should be Ride That Surf. Not sure what that entails. I'd have to look at the Discord. And then round 5 will be a player's choice, press Y. Also, side note, with the RTA randomizer, or the Junior Championship, it'll be another RTA randomizer like we just finished. So, sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. Oh. I'm sorry. I wind up with the hiccups every time I have pasta. Oh, excuse me. Round 4 start time is going to be at the top of the hour. Over here, that's 10 o'clock Central Time. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. But I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on a bunch of stuff, so I'll be around. I'm just not going to be very, very reactive or responsive. Don't forget, guys, especially those of you watching on Twitch, you guys have that pinned message at the top. I do have my own Discord server where we can hang out and chill, talk about whatever your heart's content, gaming, anime, all that kind of stuff outside of stream. So make sure you stop by and say hello. We should be starting the new round, round 4 any second now. There we go. I'm just going to choose one at random because reasons. There we go. All right. Round 4 getting rolling. Excuse me. And here we go. Oh, I missed that one. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Just right there along. Not. Ah! Got a flying fish to the face. Not cool, bro. Bro, really? Oh, I thought I was done there. I might be now, though. I keep getting hit. Last chance. Okay, that I'll take. My coin bank is pretty much done. And now I'm back this way. God dang it. I now have enough for one lousy roulette. Ah. Really? Oh, it was the sixth person left. Damn it. Oh, no. If I'd have held on a little bit longer, I would have had 5. Well, it can't be helped. Well, do we have anybody in here that we haven't spectated yet? Well, we'll start with Nikos here for a little bit. Bruh. Hit the damn guy. Or just use it. There you go. That or use it a power up and hope you get a POW or something. Yeah, that could have been helpful a few seconds before, but okay. There you go. Oof. I don't think I could ever do that. Like, no joke. I don't think I could do that. There's my mouse. All right, 2-3 again. Glad somebody can do that. I don't think I've ever been able to do that. I guess it takes precise jumps. Let's check in on everybody else. We are at top 5 at least, so. Let's watch FF Saga 2 for a few. Alright, and while that's going on, I'm just checking on something here quick. It looks like he ran out of time. Now we're going over to Joshy. There we go. Okay, there's our round 4. So what's came in first place this time. Joshy in second, Not Me third, Nikos in fourth, and FF Saga 2 came in fifth. The 5 of them will get points towards the leaderboard. And I came in sixth, sadly. FF Saga came in 7th, Zeph 8th, Mario at NX 9, and Passlag in 10th. I have not seen signs of it, but I'm sincerely hoping that Zeph is keeping score. I'm sure he probably is. He doesn't necessarily display it out on his stream, so. Oh, excuse me. Well, we have just one more round. as soon as I get a time. There it is. I just turned around and looked behind me at the futon. My husky has become a wait, hold on. 23. Wait. How is it 23 when we're only about a minute away, if that? Well, that's what they said was 23, I guess. Anyway, let me see if I can turn this on and you can see it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, don't forget, I am still to this day working on my little project. Whoop. So there you can kind of see him there. My husky is essentially ball of floof. Yes. He's one of those cinnamon fluffs, I like to call them. Cinnamon roll fluff. Okay, this one is press Y or select your own. And for the hell of it, I'm going to be a little mischievous. I'm going to throw some more fish at everybody since that's how I got taken out last time. Wait, how the hell does his stream? Man, Zeph's stream is lagging bad. Like, we're starting, but his stream, from my standpoint, is currently at 22 seconds remaining before the round starts. Okay. To anyone and everyone in this server that loves these Lockatoos, give it up. Let some of us actually have a chance. Whew! These damn Lockatoos are starting to get on my nerves. There we go. There we go. There's 6 left. If I can outlast one person, I'll finally have points on the board. Knowing my luck, if that happens, I'll be the 5th person out. Or I'll be out at 5th. All right. A lot of dash ones going on here. Really? Now I've got actual reason to go down here. I always like to leave it at least once every tournament. Leave it looking matching the other side, right? Side note, I didn't forget that the new Halo came out. I am holding off on playing that, and we've got to play it because they added a mission. I think they said it takes place like about a year or so before the events of Halo 1. But I'd like to see if I can set something up where maybe we could do like a collab. Get our good buddy Flava involved in it. And I'm talking with him about it. Not this time. All right. Oh, stop it. Wait, what the hell? Oh, I made top 5. But I just noticed something. What? Did y'all just see that? So, the timer. If I've got a power-up I already have, and I land on that power-up again on the roulette, it's supposed to hand me more time. It didn't do that. What? And I'm not kidding here. I'm not joking. It did not give me more time. Like if it happened here to Nikos, like if he had like the fire flower and everything and he landed on like a super mushroom, it's supposed to give him 15 seconds. It didn't do that with me. I literally sat and watched it. Something's wrong here. But at least I got 5th, so it's just as I predicted. We'll have to check the clip here. Oh, excuse me. This is what do we call Lockatoo surfing. Go, Nikos, go! That was the best example I can give you guys of Lockatoo surfing. You just get to that top row of Lockatoo and you bounce off them all the way through the end of the level. Unless you wind up with a superstar. See, there you go again. I wish I could do that. I honest to God do. If I knew how to do that a little bit better, I'd probably place top 5 a bit more often. But still, Lockatoo storms are a pain in the ass. And this is that tactic I was talking about before. He's waiting. There you go. Sorry, it's getting late. One of these days soon, I'll get a new power supply for my rig, and I'll be able to install this graphics card I've got. This it's a Radeon RX 6700 XT, 12 gigabyte worth of graphics RAM. Let's see who else we got here. We got Not Me over in 2-1. And we are on Red Timer as well. Sorry, I just have not been very good or even in the mood right now for sound effects. Excuse me. There we go. And then there were 3. Looks like it was who we were just watching a minute ago. So we're down to Not Me, Joshy, and what's I think it was Nikos that we just lost. There you go. Down into the caves, though there won't be much longitude surfing here. Go Lockatoo surfing. You need appropriate music. Where the hell are the Beach Boys when you need them? Well, that'll keep you safe for the moment, but it's also very... The other downside to a Lockatoo storm is it is very hard to see. So we lost somebody. It's now not me and Whatsa. So Joshy's taking third this round. Now let's switch over to Whatsa and watch him for a bit. See, this is what they do. They just go from one Lockatoo to the next. Timing their jumps out just right. They'll just float through the entire level for the most part. That's what he was looking for. Yep. Everybody over on Twitch, y'all got an ad coming here in a minute. So hang tight. If by some chance the round ends during the commercial break, I will recap you all when the time comes. I'm almost starting to get worried. The longer this goes, the more likely it could happen. Where a comm error happens and we have to replay the whole round over, meaning my 5th place win is in danger. Or my 5th place standing is in danger, rather. Someone's got to run out of time here shortly. And no sooner do I say it, Not Me runs out of time. Well, we got Whatsa in first place, Not Me in second, Joshy in third, Nikos in fourth, and I finally make the friggin' board in fifth. The 5 of us will get points on the leaderboard. FF Saga 2 came in 6th, Passlag in 7th, Zeph came in 8th. I don't know how to pronounce that. I can't read Japanese, so I'm just going to say 35 came in 9th. And of course, our old friend the Wreckbot came in last because he got kicked out almost immediately. Good game, everybody. Well, I'm going to say I feel accomplished now that I've finally managed to get on the board. What the hell is this? Here's another one. They have a Star Trek 60th anniversary panel about 7 hours ago. And guess who took the stage for it? Oh my. George Takei himself, Mr. Sulu. Good old George Takei. Anyway, so I certainly do not wish to continue on with any junior championships and such. Do we have anybody over on the Twitch side that's live that we could raid out to? Does not appear like it, but let's look. Well, we could go raid our old friend Intimidator. We haven't raided out to him in a while. There we go. All right. Why, yes, good sir. And also, I'd like to... That's not what I asked for. I do not want... I wish for the NVIDIA control panel. Oh, pardon. Okay, let me... where is... There it is. There we are. Making some adjustments here. Perfect. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. Okay. All right. Well, well, you guys know what that song means. It means it's time we're going to get ready to call it a night. I will try to get a new schedule out this week, and I promise I'll try to do better at following it. Either being late or wind up canceling it. I try to keep my schedule unless I'm not feeling the best. And I really was not feeling all that great on Thursday. So if something like that were to happen, I will let you guys know in advance. Just so you're aware of what's going on. Anyway. But I will get that new schedule posted here in just a little bit. Sorry, I was looking at something else, but anyway, we're going to raid out to our good old friend Intimidator 0108. I haven't raided out to him in a good a good hot minute. Hi, Shep. My German Shepherd is behind me now. But anyway, let me get that ready to go. Raid out. And if you're watching over on YouTube, then thank you for being here. Thank you for being here in any case. There we go. There he is. Looks like he's playing some Fortnite. Sorry. All right, guys. Let's get you guys over to Intimidator. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for chilling out with me this evening. We'll be back again on Tuesday, at least guaranteed, for Final Fantasy XIV dailies. Thank you, Saribot. But as always, this has been Crazer telling you, enjoy yourselves, be good to one another. Crazer out.